Hey guys, how you doing? This is Nate Raymond. Good to see ya. So it's been a while. I'm sure you're here on Facebook because you're just looking to distract yourself, right? I mean, what if you weren't on Facebook right now? What would you be doing? And out of all those choices, though, you're still on Facebook. So, okay, what are you doing? You're clicking around, you're looking at people. Who are you looking at? Who are your friends? Are you looking at news? Are you catching like information here and there? Maybe you're catching information that you're not expecting. And a lot of that information you catch that you're not expecting, it's coming from people who are hoping that they can find you and they can lure you. So they're trying to put a spell on you, okay? Now, I'm not different. I'm trying to put a spell on you too, but listen to me. Now, I want you to clear your mind. Don't think of anything. And I know we're friends, but I'm going to say some things and you're going to think I'm crazy, and I don't care. And the reason why is, crazy is just a word, and but I'm not dangerous, so it's okay. And I don't mind if I believe something and you say it's wrong. But if I believe something and that causes me to function at the level I want to be, then I'd rather have the level I want to be versus appearing good to you. And that's the kind of strength that you need. Because I'm not just going to tell you who I am. I imagine you're listening to this because you're probably one of two people. You're either the enemy or you're just like me. And let me tell you this. The enemy, that's another word. What's that mean? The enemy is doubt. That's all right? The enemy is doubt. So, without further ado, I'm going to say some things. Okay, now guys, you can't argue that every time we look on the internet, it's crazier, right? You see things on the news. Let's talk about government. Let's talk about Hollywood. I mean, I think you're ignoring something. You're definitely ignoring something. And the reason why you're ignoring it is because you think it's crazy. You see something, but you don't believe it. And I'll tell you what that is. That is lately the allegations of pedophilia in Washington. Okay? There's a pizza place in New York City. In D.C. And if you go to the bottom of that basement, there's underground tunnels where they lure kids down there and they bring them places. And this is frequented by the highest of society. Now, that's crazy, all right? That's really weird. That's horrible. I'm sorry to say that. Don't turn me off. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me, okay? This is what they want you to do. Turn me off. Just listen to me, okay? Now, just listen to me, okay? Now, you're not rich, right? Yeah, that's why we're friends. If you're rich, you wouldn't know me. Okay, fine. And when I say rich, I don't mean rich. I mean, like, can you afford to pay the salary of Derek Jeter rich? Okay? Now, if you are that rich and we know each other, that's weird. But if you aren't that rich and we know each other, that's normal. Okay? There's something that all of those higher ups know. And Hollywood and the government is the same because Hollywood is an extension of control. There's things happening in Hollywood that people in Hollywood don't know. But you think that people say when they sell their soul to the devil, you think it's wrong. But fine, all right. Don't worry about what I say. But let me put it in another context. See, there's these lately very separate issues, okay? There's wealthy in society, then there's satanic shit, and now there's alien shit. What the fuck? Nate, what are you talking about? First you're on Rich, then you're on aliens, then you're on this. Stick with me. Now, as far as the aliens go, I want you to think of one thing, okay? Now, the Bible. The Bible. The Bible. Have you read the Bible? I didn't, but I've seen enough movies, okay? Now, I'm not going to say negative or positive. I'm not judging anybody. Don't get it wrong. And it's scary for you to know about these things, but I want you to listen about something. Control is very important. And, you know, there are people who we perceive as evil. You know, for example, if you're a normal God-fearing Christian, not rich, just normal, you know, sheep of society, which most of us are, you know, there's people who say they're not sheep, but, you know, do you know? Do you really know? You don't really know. You're just saying that, okay? But all of us sheep, you know, we're good people. We've been taught by the Bible. We look at the sun. We look at heaven. We say, oh, God's in heaven. And we say the devil's in hell. But I'm going to give you some new knowledge today. I'm going to get in trouble for this knowledge. But it's worth it. Because once you hear this, once you see this, you can't unsee it. You can't unhear it. Now, the Egyptians, okay? Back in the day, I mean, if you go see pyramids, you know, if you study Buddhism, if you study any of these really, really old texts, there's secrets. And in the Bible, there's secrets too. And, you know, you got to know that there's religions of this world, and one of the religions is called duality. Duality, all right? And if you look at the yin-yang of China, that's the same, male, female, right? Now, lately, there's a mass explosion of homosexuality. Now, I don't have anything against homosexuality, and I'm even going to tell you, homosexuality, again, is just a word, all right? What we really have to see this as has to do with male and female energies. Now, you as a male, you as a female, if you stay a God-fearing Christian and just read the Bible and accept everything as it is, and you're a male and you're a female, and any of those homosexuals you see that disgusts you, and Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, I don't know. But you are being tricked. All of us have inside with us this male and female energies. Okay? Now, you, as a straight male, I'll say that because I'm a guy, right? You're so masculine, right? If somebody called you gay, what would you do? You'd fucking flip, right? You'd be pissed. But not pissed. You'd be scared. You are afraid, okay? But if you were a dualist and you were trying to enlighten your brain, you can't do it unless you also embrace your feminine energy. Okay? And, you know, I don't know what happens as a result of that, but I'm just saying that a lot of these, you know, this homosexual kind of explosion we see is about an explosion of feminine energy in men and women too, right? Explosion of male energy in women. But even us men, we are being coaxed to be more feminine, right? Now, I've always been a guy who's perceived as feminine, but I didn't know what that meant. And then I started to understand how there's a childness inside me that I've tried to preserve hard at the detriment. I've suffered, but I didn't let them break my spirit. I tried to keep my childness inside me. Yeah, now you see that innocence I keep from my child, because that's how I keep my intuition and, you know, keep me in this right brain of art and intuition and people and stuff. But if I don't know my power and my purpose, and if I'm not saying all these things to you today, I'm not the person I am, if I'm just worrying about a job and a salary, well, that inside me becomes food for people, my employers and the customers. And the employers feed off that, and they sell it to the customer. I am a slave. Now, if I'm awoke and I know my purpose, and I don't let people, what they do on the outside of me, affect me, and I'm able to actually conquer my spirituality and material, and I'm able to blend that, then I can ascend. Okay? And I want us all to ascend. This is the whole point of this video. I'm here for ascension, right? This is what we're doing, ascending. I had some ideas about what I'm doing, like this name for what I'm doing. It's called like Into One, So this is the last thing I'm going to say. There is a yin yang. There's a positive and there's a negative. There are negative forces and traps. But I want you to understand that I'm not calling it negative in the sense that it has any danger and power to affect you. It only has the power to deceive and to turn, have you give up something. So you have to consent to your enslavement, and your lack of resourcefulness could be the part of that. Now, I am putting myself out there to all you people. If we've ever been friends, if we've ever talked, if you think I'm crazy, if you think this, think that, I'm getting at the point where I'm going to start getting to this higher level. But I need you guys to come with me. So here I am. If you're listening to this and we're friends, whatever, you think I'm crazy, then don't chill with me. Avoid me. Or let me entertain you. I don't care. But if they're out there and you need help, if there's something you're supposed to do, things are weird around you, what's going on? I'm telling you, I can't talk too much about it, but be on my side. I'm on your side. Later, buddy. Peace.